Okay, welcome to the next session. So here we're starting the sixth chapter, which is the coordinate planes. So here I'm sharing my screen with students' audio. It's been shared. It's minimized. Screen has been shared. Yeah, it's a fine. So yeah. Okay. So what is this topic name?
The coordinate plane.
The coordinate plane. It is not planes. The coordinate plane. So basically, we need to understand the 3-dimensional and 2-dimensional. Points represented by pairs of numbers. Lines represented by linear equation. Circles, parabola, and other curves are represented in non-linear equations. Non-linear equations. So what is the equation of circle?
X squared plus y squared is equal to r squared.
Yeah, that is circle equation with center origin and radius is r. And if a comma b or h comma k is the center, x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equals to r square. And you know we already covered parabola in quadratic equations. Y square is equals to 4ax. There are several forms: left, right, up, down. So whenever y is equals to ax plus b, that is a linear equation. But here it is we represent the lines are represented with a linear equation, which is y is equals to ax plus b. Okay, so it is a linear equation in two-dimensional plane system. And non-linear means the circles. They are x square plus y square is equals to r square, or y square is equals to 4ax. Okay, so all these other than this form, all are non-linear equations. And before that, we have to understand how the coordinate plane is divided, how the distance can be evaluated, what is the gradient, average, and all we have to discuss. And here, so sixth A, it is a basic. It is a basics to the geometry. So you can understand in a coordinate plane system, it is x, y, and if this distance is x, this distance is y, then this point can be represented with x1 comma y1, and this is x2 comma y2. And here also one can represent here. This is y1 distance only, therefore it is x2 comma y1. So here, so you will get this is a line segment from P to Q. That is said to be line segment, and easily we can see this is a right angle triangle, and in the right angle triangle we have the Pythagoras theorem. So this is a 90. Opposite to 90, whatever is there, it will be the hypotenuse, and the rest are two sides, and you can consider anything as base. And here we have what is that PQ distance? PQ square is equals to PQ square is equals to what is this distance? This distance is x2 minus x1. This distance is y2 minus y1. Okay, this distance. So therefore, PQ square is equals to x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. It is a properly a Pythagoras theorem. Is it clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay. So basic Pythagoras theorem has a lot of consequences, lot of good applications are there. So here this provides the distance between 2 points. So or we can write it. It is actually PQ is the distance, but we have written PQ square. So what about the PQ? PQ will be x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. And you can write y1 minus y2 or x1 minus x2 in a square that is not effective. Okay. Next, first find the square of the distance, then take its the square root with positive sign, which is the distance. So in generally, in a coordinate geometry, we have a lot of applications. We have a lot of applications with this formula. You know, there is a square, there is a rectangle, there is which is what is this? it is quadrilateral, okay, and it is parallelogram. So different type of images in the coordinate system. We can use this kind of formulas of the distances. Normally we call it as distance. We call it as distance. It is a basic formula. And what about the midpoint? Midpoint means this is x1 comma y1. It is x2 comma y2. So we need this midpoint. So this is x comma y if you take. So easily we can get here x is equals to x1 plus x2 by 2. Again, it is a Pythagoras theorem application because we can see two right angle triangles. The distance, and here one more point will be y1 plus y2 by 2. It is the average of the coordinates. So what is the average formula? Sum of observations by number of observations. Here x1 plus x2 by 2. Average is the central tendency value. So whenever you take one point is here, another point is here, so the average data or average value will be provided the middlemost value. In the statistics, you can see mean, median, mode, and that is there. The mean is also called as arithmetic mean. It is actually average formula. Clear?
Okay.
So now, so the interval joining of a diameter of the circle. So this is the point where the diameter of circle will form. So he took this circle, and there it is a diameter. This is a circle center, and this point is A, and this point is B. Then what is the center? They are the A comma B are terminals of diameter. What is the center?
Half of a plus
Can you speak loudly? I think my voice is okay. It's speak up loudly a little bit.
half of a plus b.
Half of A plus B. That's a it's a point. It is not a single point. It's a coordinate means it's a middle point. Midpoint. Midpoint. And the midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Here 7 plus minus 3 by 2, minus 1 plus 5 by 2. So it is 4 by 2 is 2, minus 4 by 2 is minus 2. It is the m. So we got here m. And this midpoint to this distance is radius. Then we can get the radius. Am square. So it is am square is equals to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1. This is your m, this is your a. You can take either am or bm, that is not an issue. So this is the formula will provide am square is equals 34, and the radius will be under root of 34. Equation of the circle. So we got the center. What is the center? Minus 2 comma 2. And what is the radius? It is root 34. So I said that that's why I asked what is the equation of circle. So it is x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equals to r square. So here what are the hk? So h is equals to minus 2, y k is equals to 2. So therefore x plus 2 whole square plus y minus 2 whole square is equals to root 34 whole square will be 34. So this is the equation. Clear?
Yeah.
Next, testing special quadrilateral. I said that previously what I said. So these are the images I drawn. These are called quadrilaterals. These are all quadrilaterals, where four vertices are there in different shapes are called quadrilaterals. So here, this distance formula makes a key role. Okay. So, okay, we got all. Some special quadrilaterals are there. What is the first one?
A trapezium is a quadrilateral with one pair of opposite sides parallel.
Opposite sides are parallel, and opposite sides are parallel. Only two sides which are opposite to each other are parallel. That is called trapezium. It is a quadrilateral with one pair of opposite sides. When you draw, this is This is A, B, C, D. A, B, no, A, D is parallel to BC. These are two parallel. But this is not parallel. These are the other sides. So then we can call it as trapezium. And when both the pairs are parallel, means like this. It is parallelogram. This is parallel to each other. This is parallel to opposite sides are parallel. And rhombus are parallelogram with a pair of adjacent sides are equal. Do you know this is a square? All sides are equal. In the rhombus, adjacent sides are equal. Okay, adjacent sides are equal. A pair of adjacent sides with at least one pair of adjacent sides are equal. A rectangle is one angle is with one angle is 90 degrees. A rectangle is a parallelogram with one angle is 90 degrees. A square is a rectangular rhombus. There are non-rectangular rhombus are also there. So here you have some different images of this rhombus and a rectangle. You know that it is very clear. It is a parallelogram with one angle is 90 means everything will be 90. Okay. Rhombus means this is also rhombus. I can try it. Okay. Here actually diagonals are perpendicular. There is another alternative definition. So you can understand that rhombus is a parallelogram with a pair of adjacent sides are equal. So there are the different images for the standard test for special quadrilaterals. Please read up these points.
A quadrilateral is a parallelogram if the opposite sides are equal, or if one pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel, or if the diagonals bisect each other.
Diagonal bisects each other. So that is diagonals bisects each other means if this is parallelogram, so these are the two diagonals. These are called diagonals. Bisects each other means this diagonal breaks these two are equal, and this diagonal breaks these two are equal. They are the alternative conditions, or you can see or. Opposite sides are equal. Opposite sides are equal. Parallel in the parallelogram by default, opposite sides are parallel. But here, if any one of the condition is also holds, then we can say that it is parallelogram. And for the rhombus, all sides are equal. And the diagonals, I said that it is alternative definition of rhombus is when you take the quadrilateral, these are 90 degrees. This is 90. Here they may not be 90, need not be 90. In the parallelogram, the intersection angle of diagonals may not be 90 in the parallelogram, but it is 90 in the rhombus, and all sides are equal. That is also rhombus. Square is rhombus. A quadrilateral is a rectangle. A diagonals bisects each other. That is also same. Similar condition, and one of the angle is 90, both are same. So now you can do it this point, a midpoint formula. X1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Use the same logic, simple logic. You can do this problem, do it yourself. And find the length. This is the AB square, then find that be making square root of AB. Can you do this BE right now and give me the answer?
Okay.
Take a pen paper and solve this B and E. Let me check my live is going fine. I shared my screen. Everything is okay. What is the answer for the first one?
I'm just doing that one.
Mhm. So here a little bit, actually you are finding the hypotenuse only. It is a clear application of Pythagoras theorem. It is very simple. Why are you taking time?
Is it 13?
13, right, 13. It is 13. '64 plus 16.
I think it's 4, 5.
Yeah, 4 root 5. It's a 4 root 5. Next, midpoint of the interval joining these 2 points is x1 plus x2 by 2, which is 4 minus 2 by 2, which is 1, comma 5. And find the lengths of PM and MQ, verify that both are equal. Can you do this, B?
Okay.
And please confirm the PM and MQ lengths.
Okay.
It is under root of 9 plus 16. It must be 5. What about your math result? That is not declared yet.
I didn't go to school today, so. So they're both 5?
It's 5. It's a 5. So this is 5. And next, what is the next question?
Find the length of each side of the triangle formed by P 0, 3 and Q 1, 7 and R 5, 8.
So he given 3 points. Okay, P, Q, R. He's asking to evaluate it is a triangle actually. It is a triangle. He's asking evaluate what is this length, what is this length, what is this length. You can find that easily. Hence, they show that it is an isosceles. What is meant by isosceles?
Is it where two sides are the same?
Yeah, two sides are same. Means when you evaluate P, Q, QR, and RS, so two sides must be same. Two sides must have same length. Two sides must have same length. Okay,
Yep.
you can do that. And here also it is just verification property. In the right angle triangle, we have to do that. And sixth one is midpoint of each side of the triangle. So find the lengths and all. You can try it. You can do it yourself. Okay, they are simple. They are simple. DIY. So now a little bit he improved. A little bit improved. So he came to circles. The circle with center at origin passes through so and so. What is the radius? What is the center? This is a circle whose center is origin and
Yep.
passes through a point. A point on the circle is A, 5, 12. So what will be the radius? Radius is equals to the distance between O and A. So it is OA. OA. So whenever we write the distance formula, either we write simply OA or OA bar. One can write OA bar. So you can use the formula, you will get 13. You will get 13. A circle with center and passes through origin and passes through origin. So here in the second part B, your center is different. This is your center, which is 4, 5. And on the circle, there is a point. On the circle, there is a point O, okay. So here also the radius will be the distance between O and this point B. You can do. Find the center and when the diameter, that is the midpoint. Midpoint. Show that it lies on the center. Can you read up the E? Please read up the point.
Show that E minus 12, minus 5 lies on the circle with center, the origin, and radius 13.
So you should know this equation. What is the center of circle with radius 13? What is the equation of the circle whose origin is the center and radius is 13?
X squared plus y squared is equal to 13.
That's it. That's it. X square plus y square is equals to 13. So what we have to show that this point lies in 13 square it is. This point lies on this circle. Means it should satisfy this condition. It's a minus 12 square plus minus 5 square is equals to 196 and both are same. 196 is equals to 196. That is the case. And next 8. 8. You can do. It's a midpoint. Midpoint. What can you conclude about the diagonals of the A, B, C, D? So you have to take uh, hmm, he's asking very carefully. So A, B, C, D has been given. I don't know how whether it is a you have to whether it is square or rectangle. We don't know. We are just thinking that it look like a square. And A, B, C, D. So what is the midpoint of AC? To find out the midpoint of AC. Okay. And also find out the midpoint of BD. You can find. So what is the midpoint of AD? It is average. It's mean. It's a midpoint. It is 2 by 2 is 1 comma 12 by 2 is 6, and here it is 2 by it is also 6. Both are same points. Both are same points. So this distance equals to this distance is equals to this distance. Okay, both are same points. I think all distances are same. So what can you conclude the diagonals of quadrilaterals? They break the other diagonal bisects. They bisects the other diagonal. So if, see box 4, if it bisects the other diagonals, so what is the logic? If it is bisects the diagonals each other, it will be a rhombus. So therefore, this condition is for the rhombus. Okay. Next, ninth one, ABCD was given. Find out the quadrilateral. Vertices of quadrilateral. Find the line sides of all. So he said that some quadrilateral. I don't know whether it is parallel, parallelogram or square, whatever, I don't know. So I'm taking it is A, B, C, D. Find out all lengths A, B, B, C, C, D, D, A, and find length of OK. And what sort of, so you have to decide what kind of it is. Please do it. Do it now. Find out all four lengths. A, B, B, C, C, D, D, A. Let me check whether I'm working fine on my YouTube live session. Yes, it is. Oh, you lost the connection and connected back.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So please solve the D, ninth one.
Okay. So
here A,
D.
B, C, D. A and B both. We can discuss B.
Okay.
First of all, try to get the
Okay.
A. What is AB?
Approximately 7.07.
You can take square root 50. That's not an issue.
Okay.
BC.
Also root 50.
25 plus 25 plus 25. It's root 50. Okay. What is CD?
49 plus 1 root 50.
It is. It's root 50. Next.
I'm just doing that one.
DA is also root 50. So all are same length. All are same length. If all sides are same, either it is rhombus or square. Rhombus. You can write it as rhombus. It's also rhombus. Okay. Next, this is you can do. Find the sides lengths of the triangle with vertices x, y, z. There is a triangle with x, y, z. Show that x, y, z is a right angle isosceles triangle by showing sides of squares with the Pythagoras theorem. So what is the thing here? So here you have to do this problem, but I will guide how to do this problem. So you have to evaluate xy, yz, zx. Okay, or otherwise, let me do this problem. I will do. Because even Pythagoras theorem provides the areas of triangles also. It is chapter 6. It is chapter 6, capital A. What happened? Okay, so what is the first condition here? A. He is asking find the lengths of the triangle xy, yz, zx. So I'm checking as because he said that it looked like a right angle triangle, or otherwise, first of all, let xy is equals to. Okay, here x is equals to 0 comma minus 4, y is equals to 4 comma 2, z is equals to minus 2 comma 6. So xy, which is under root of 0 minus 4 whole square plus minus 4 minus 2 whole square, so which is 16 plus 36, it is square root 50. And yz is equals to, so under root of 4 minus 2 whole square plus 2 minus 6 whole square, so it is also square root 50. And zx is equals to under root of zx, it is minus 2 whole square It is -2 minus 0 whole square, and it is 6 minus of minus plus whole square. 6 plus 4 whole square. So which is under root of -2 minus 0, it is a 4 plus 6 minus 4. What is this? 10 square, it's 100. It is under root of 104. Let me check once again. It is 0 minus 4 minus of minus 2 square, 4 minus of minus plus 2 whole square plus 6 plus 4 whole square. It is 5102. So if you take a right angle triangle, two sides are the same length, means this is root 50, this is root 50. 16 plus 36, 40, 50. It is 104. 50 plus 50. So it is isosceles because two sides are clearly xy is equals to yz. Therefore, it is isosceles. It is isosceles. And we have to show that right angle triangle. So x, y, z I am taking. So if it is isosceles, because in the triangle, the opposite side to the biggest side will be the biggest length side. Biggest angle will be the biggest length. So if it must be 90, so then this will be, what is this? It must be, what is this? I'm not getting the idea. It is xy, 0 minus 4 whole square minus 4 minus 2 whole square root 50. 4 minus 2. I made a mistake. I made a mistake. They are the common mistakes. We do one is square root 50, though automatically another also we should get the same answer. In that case, we might do the mistakes. So what is my mistake here? So yz is equals to yz, which is 4 minus of minus 4 plus 2 whole square plus 2 minus 6 whole square. It is also getting the same thing. 36 plus 16, it's root 50. And zx is equals to, or xz, 0 minus of minus 2, it is 0 plus 2 whole square, or 0 minus plus 2 whole square, and minus 4 minus 6 whole square. I'm getting a trouble. Show that it is a, show by saying sides of cylinders satisfies the Pythagoras theorem. It is 0 minus of minus plus 2 minus 4 minus 6 minus 10 whole square, it is 100. 10 square is 100, 10 square is 100, minus 2 square, it will be 104, is equals to 104. Okay, let it be square root 104. So according to right angle triangle formula, according to Pythagoras theorem, but I'm getting 100 only, no? That is a problem. Where I'm doing mistake. 16 plus 32 is 52. 52. 52. 52. Okay. So as xy is equals to yz, triangle xyz is isosceles triangle. Okay, and xz whole square is equals to 104, comma xy square plus yz square is equals to 52 plus 52 is equals to 104 is equals to xz square. So it is Pythagoras theorem. Therefore, triangle XYZ holds Pythagoras law. Pythagoras law. Therefore, XYZ triangle XYZ is right angle triangle. A triangle right angle. And what is the area of the right angle triangle?
Half base times height.
Half base into height. So you can consider this as base and this as height. Whenever you get the height, it must be straight 90 degrees. Okay, so it is square root 50 into square root 50, which is equals to 50 by 2 is equals to 25. Okay, so this is problem which is 6/10A. This is done. So in the 11th question, what he's saying, in the 11th question, what he is saying. Can you read the question?
Find the distance of each point A 1, 4, B 2, root 13, C 3, 2, root 2, and D 4, 1 from the origin O.
From the origin, you have to get the distance of each and everything. Okay, so hence explain your 4 points lies on the circle with center at origin. From the center, these 4 points having equal distance means if you draw any circle, okay, then all these will become the radius. Then only it will be equation. It is a circle equation with center at origin, and whatever the distance will be your r. A, B, C, D you can take. And what is the radius, diameter, circumference, perimeter? Okay. So please give me any distance between any 2 points. What is the distance AD? What is the distance? No, not AD. What is that? AO. You have to find out AO, BO, CO, DO. So what is GO? It is O is 0, 0. So it is, and this is 4, 1. So it is under root of 4 minus 0 whole square means 16, and plus 1 minus 0 whole square is 1. Therefore, this is your radius is 17. Radius is equals to square root 17. And center and with radius 17. What is the equation? X square plus y square is equals to 17. So here, what is the radius? Square root 17. What is the diameter? 2 root 17. What is the circumference of circle? What is the formula of circumference of circle?
2 pi r.
2 pi r. It's a 2 pi root 17. What is the area of the circle?
Pi r squared.
So r is square root 17. So r square is 17 square. Square root is 17. That's it. Okay. Next, 12th. A point m3 comma 7 is the midpoint of the interval joining so and so. So find the coordinates. So he given a 1 comma 12. He given b x1 comma x2, x2 comma y2. He didn't give any point b, but he given the midpoint, which is 3 comma 7. So you have to apply in this formula to get the answer. What is x? This is x comma y. This is x1 comma y1. Okay, and this is x comma y. It is x2 comma y2. So apply and submit and separate. You will get the answer. This is GIY. Okay. So similarly, it is a 13 each. Solve each problem using the same method of previous equation. So he given the midpoint. one point is not given, another point has been given, so you can find out this as easily. Midpoint of PQ, the midpoint of the PQ is M. P, you have to find out P. Let P is x2 comma y2, then find out the same logic, you can get it. Find the B if AB is the diameter of the center. What is the diameter and radius formula? Midpoint of the diameter is center. Midpoint of the diameter is center. But what is saying that if B, find B if AB is diameter of center circle, AB is diameter of circle, and he given center with center. This is center is 4 comma 5, and another point is A 8 comma 3, and he's it's a midpoint. You have to take x2 comma y2 to get the another point. That's it. You can find out this B, this A, and this Q. And given that P of 4 comma 7 is one vertex of this square PQRS, it is a square he given. And once he give the midpoint, okay, so he given what is this point here? He given 4 comma 7, and midpoint is 8 comma minus 1. This is A, B, C, D, and you will get D. DI. You can get a D. That's it. And given P, it is a P, PQRS, PQRS. So then the center of the square. Can you read this question?
Given that P 4,6 is one vertex of the square PQRS, and that the center of the square is M 8, minus 1, find the coordinates of the opposite vertex R.
So is there any center of square? No. A center of circle will form. Actually, he is saying that it's a midpoint only. Okay, it's a midpoint. So you have to find. This is the same logic. It is x2 comma y2, and x1 comma y1, and this x comma y. Apply the same previous logic of this point 12. Okay, 12th help. And write down any 2 points A, B, whose midpoint is this. What we have to do? So midpoint is 4 comma 6. We have to take. So midpoint is 4 comma 6 means this distance must be same. Okay, I will take a 3 comma 6 and 5 comma 6. You will get midpoint is 4 comma 6 only. And I can take similarly 2 comma 6 and 6 comma 6. I will get the same. Midpoint is 4 comma 6 only. Okay, write down 2 points CD that are 10 units apart, means 0 comma 0, 10 comma 0. The distance between these 2 points is 10 only. Okay, these kind of basic techniques you should know. Is it clear? 14b?
Yeah.
Okay, I simply took from the origin 10 units in the x-axis right side. You can take another point. What is another set? 0 comma 0 minus 10 comma 0. This is another set. I will give one more set. 0 comma 0, 0 comma 10. You can give 0 comma 0, 0 comma minus 10. You can get all these combinations. Each set of 3 points given below forms a triangle of one type. Okay, find the each set of 3 points given below forms a triangle in one of these types. Okay, so 3 points are given in 4 problems. So these forms either isosceles or equilateral or right angle or none of this. If 2 sides are same, then that is isosceles. If all sides are same, that is equilateral. It is DIY. You have to do it yourself. Okay. And right angle triangle means sum of the two squares, the sum of squares of two sides is equals to the biggest square. And none of these means all three are different. You can do. And 16, as was discussed in section 4a, the circle and center and equation center and radius r has equation. Okay, I said we have added us in the beginning of the section only. X minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equals to r square. Identify the center and radius of the circle. Find the equations of uh, circle with center and so on. So here center has been given. Center has been given means h comma k is equals to, this is h comma k. So here h is equals to 5, k is equals to minus 2. And the radius is, so this point lies on it, lies minus 1 comma 1 lies on the circle. So this will be your radius. So you have to get the radius. So you already have h k, that is x minus 5 whole square plus y plus 2 whole square is equals to whatever the radius, whose square will become. Okay. And similarly, a circle with K1, K1, K and L as endpoints of the diameter. So this is the diameter. So it is K, it is L. The midpoint will be the center. Mid is center. And after getting mid, try to evaluate this is the radius. Then you will get the answer. Okay. So with this, our sixth A. So what happening basically here? So 2 points given with the two coordinates. So we are either finding the midpoint x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2, and then after that we are getting the distances formula under root of x minus x2, x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. That's it. They are the basic formulas. Okay. So next, gradient of intervals. Gradient of intervals means basically it is rise by run. I think we have already seen rise by run means, what is rise by run means y differences by x differences. They are the derivative logics, the differences. Okay. Rise means vertical difference, run means horizontal difference. Okay. This will be the run. We run forward, either we run backward. Rise means we rise up or we get down. Okay. So y differences by x differences is nothing but rise by run is nothing but gradient of PQ, and gradient is also comes in the differentiation topic, so where you can find as dy by dx. What is this? Dy is differences of y by differences of x. So here it is a direct formula, and here it is a gradient formula. So there also we will use to say gradient of tangent line, we used to call it. Okay. Dy by dx is equal at any point is gradient of tangent line. I think we did in the derivatives. You remember?
Yeah.
In the differentiation topic, 8th chapter, I think. In that chapter, we have seen gradients, which is nothing but the uh, the slope of tangent line, or which is gradient of tangent, which is derivative. Okay. And we have to see related problem. It is a positive slope, it is a negative slope, it is a positive gradient, it is a negative gradient. Okay. So similarly we have a little bit basic formulas and all. So control S. So here I am stopping now. Okay. So take a 10 minutes break and we'll back at 3:10 and till 4:30 till 4:10. So I think today is chemistry.
Yeah, I think so.
In that there is chemical equations are there, we have seen. Okay, please have a look into that. So at 3:10 we'll join back with chemistry. Okay.
Okay.
So this is for mathematics of IIT or Cambridge of Australia, both the same. So here I would like to stop now and we'll join back after 10 minutes. Okay. So I'll stop my recording now. And